G'day there, it's Dave here, Dave Mells, coming to you with another awesome little video in my wonderful little home office here. And I would like to talk to you about the difference between an opening in Tarka and also a game plan. All right, learning game plans. Now, opening theory in Tarka, all the different openings from the Krishna bind to the New York hot dog variation of the Mariana opening. All those things were developed before game plans. Game plans are a breakthrough understanding on how to quickly become a great player or a great player to have on a team in Tarka. So, an opening has both sides considered in the variations. So, say I'm going to do the Spanish opening, one of the easiest openings to learn. Doesn't look particularly exciting, but what it does is it rapidly develops the king's side and gets the heavies, the rook and gargoyle, to the center, and it gets the king to the corner to safety, and it gets you this amazing long light diagonal. So that's the Spanish opening. It's an attacker's dream. It's very much a running, someone who likes playing a running game, with their pieces to the end zone sort of player. Very aggressive player, actually, enjoys this opening. So, so this opening, when we actually record the theory of it, we are actually going to look at moves that black also does in response to each of these white moves. So it could be the Spanish opening versus the New York hot dog, or it could be the Spanish versus the Dragon's Bind, or the Spanish versus the American opening. Or the Spanish versus the Arjuna formation, or the Spartan formation, or so all the different openings are there. And the best possible moves and variations are explored in that opening theory. Okay, but a game plan is different. A game plan is when you don't try and predict their moves. You don't even worry about their possible variations of what they're going to do. And a game plan can be played for any color. All right, so what a game plan is you're only considering your moves. So, perfect example. Okay, the king is back home. So, a game plan. My game plan could be just this. And I'm not learning any of the opponents' possible responses. I'm not worried about that in the opening. I'm worried about understanding my themes of my game plan, understanding how to be flexible with it. Now, the first thing to notice about a game plan versus an opening is it always has the 4 center pawns developed to their full maximum of 5 squares and these squires developed. The reason game plans always start with this line up here on the 7 and 6 lines, respectively, is because game plans are about playing the most flexibly and playing the most giving you the strongest possible central structure you can possibly have. So it always starts with the game plans always start here, and I'm sure perhaps in the future it will evolve where perhaps only half is developed, perhaps. But for right now, theoretically, this is where I'm leaning towards. And so then the game plan, like just a basic game plan idea. Alright, push this gargoyle pawn as far as possible, freeing up the bishop. The archers come through. They build really strongly around the 4 line. Okay, the prince builds a lot of strength along here with the queen and the bishop, and also stays it leaves the 3rd line really free. Gargoyles left. Knights play to the center. King castles to kingside. And now we can actually move out the knights to this seam route. Alright? And the reason is because we want to stretch defenders wide so we can bust through the middle. Okay? So now we can see these heavies here. These gargoyles are working beautifully together on this 3rd line here. So let's swing these heavies out to, say, the king side. Alright? And then, to finish off our plan, let's go wide and deep with our knights. Okay? Okay? They can always swing back to the center. And we can see how strong this is, how powerful this is. And now, if they do swing out to destroy it, like a piece-on-piece defense, we can actually very quickly bust through into the center, and we can actually then also swing up with our knights and very quickly actually get an amazing blitz through the center. So I've got my game plan, and that's it. And I'm going to go deep with my knights into their half of the board, looking for the 2 lines in their half of the board, their center lines, and trying to get to the end zone. And when I blitz through the center, I'm going to try and open lines for the bishop and the archers, and obviously that's it. I can actually start flooding that zone. If I'm doing really well on that zone and the king's on that zone, I can actually flood that zone. I can actually get a squire coming through, supported by this archer, and I can actually start busting through. We can see how I'm like flooding that zone. We can see how it's all attacking. So the game plan is just very logical, and we can actually assist by swinging up with our royals. Our royals can also do this rope-a-dope, where they can swing one way and then across using the Mariana Trench as a superhighway. And these heavies, these gargoyles, flaring out to my king side are just assisting everything, assisting the attack. And so more and more of their forces are going to have to try and either build a zone defense or actually start doing a piece-on-piece defense and start tackling and capturing these pieces here. And so it just makes the blitz through the center all the more powerful. And also we can actually move perhaps the princess here to help assist. And we've got both rooks connected. So all our pieces are activated by this game plan, but not once in my studies have I considered what the opponent is doing. That's the difference between an opening theory, an opening, and a game plan. It's one of the most important breakthroughs in Tarka theory, and I've got some great game plans to go over with you. So that's it. Take care. And enjoy. You don't just have to memorize opening theory. you can learn one game plan or variations of that one game plan, and you can play it for white and black consistently and become a master of that, of several different game plans, and that's it. You can just, your team can be powerful, your play can be powerful, and you can win so many games. And because there's so many variations that your opponent can do, it's very difficult to predict. So learn your moves, learn your plays, and run it on them, run it on them, run it on them. All right? And run it on them hard. All right, take care. I loved talking about that, and I've got a lot more videos to go through. Cheers, take care.